Baby Crypto Pig here, and I'm here locked into this vortex of hell. And I'm here to tell you to join old Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing on YouTube partner to sidestep and audible the criminal gangster cartel. Hell!
I may not be a smart man, but even with my limited brain capacity, I can see the crypto regulations coming down. Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, and as we're starting to see now, as the cryptocurrency price and people are losing money and governments are starting to regulate with more regulatory things, I've been more investigating and really looking into crypto transactions, people that have been moving massive amounts of money, exchanges and projects that have been going on for money laundering, tax evasion, criminal activity, and the rest of it. And you can see September 1st from Reuters 2022, U.S. salt records on Binance CEO for crypto money laundering probe. Michael Saylor just got caught up into it. Now Binance is getting caught up into it. U.S. federal prosecutors asked Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, to provide extensive initial records about its anti-money laundering checks, along with communications involving its chief executive and founding Changpeng Zhao, according to late 2020 writing requests seen by Reuters. The Justice Department, Gesundheit, I'm not editing that, it's just staying in there. The Justice Department Money Laundering Section asked Binance to voluntarily hand over messages from Zhao and 12 other executives and partners on matters including the exchange of illegal transactions and recruitment of U.S. customers. It also sought any company records with instructions that document be destroyed, altered, or removed from Binance files or transferred from the United States. The December 2020 request, which has not previously reported, was part of the Justice Department investigation into Binance compliance with U.S. financial crime laws that remain ongoing, for people familiar with the inquiry said. And this is going to be something that continues to happen. They're going to go after more and more of these companies. Coinbase, be on the lookout. Any exchange that trades crypto, be on the lookout for money laundering and U.S. compliance laws, that they're going to be coming down heavily on you. And you guys are going to have to pay attention to this, as this is a developing story, and it's going to continue to develop over the next several years as more and more things happen in the crypto sphere and more regulatory things come on. Reuters could not establish how Binance and Zhao, one of the most prominent figures in the crypto sector, responded to the request from the Department Criminal Division. In response to Reuters' questions about the letter and investigation, Binance Chief Communication Officer Patrick Hillman said regulators across the globe are reaching out to every major crypto exchange to better understand our industry. This is a standard process for any regulated organization, and we work with agencies regularly to address any questions they may have. Binance has an industry-leading global security and compliance team with over 500 employees, including former regulator and law enforcement agency, Hillman added. Yeah, that still doesn't matter. The government's still going to be going over your things with a fine comb. The letter made 29 separate requests from the document produced since 2017, covering the company's management, structure, finance, anti-money laundering, and sanction compliance and business in the United States. Binance is requested to produce all documents and materials to this letter in its possession, custody, or control, it said, right? So we're going to keep an eye on this. Binance was launched in 2017, and as of July, controlled over half of the world's crypto trading market, processing transactions worth more than $2 trillion that month. Born in China, educated in Canada, where it held citizenship, Zhao told Bloomberg in March that he will be based for the foreseeable future in Dubai, because Dubai is a very crypto-friendly place, which that month granted Binance a license to conduct some operations, right? So we're going to continue to monitor this and stick with old Vincenzo. Hit that bell notification, that like, share button, comment down below, push us through the algorithm, and let us get our information and education out there so everybody can make an informed decision on what they're doing in the cryptocurrency sphere and how to 1000x your life and 1000x your portfolio and 1000x your Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. And just as the baby pig was saying right before this, join old Vincenzo to sidestep and audible the criminal gangster cartel, right? But you can see here on this morning update, before I get in here to my work day, you can see the Bitcoin or the US dollar is struggling up here near this mountain double top locally, and we're getting rejected again up here, and we can't see the volume with the dollar index, so it's frustrating. So we can't use the volume to help us. But if this thing starts to continue to flatten out up here in this up and sideways consolidation, it could break down and you end up doing something like this, where if you look out into the farther out time frame, you can see you got the 50-day moving average down there, right? And the upside target in the short term is 113.586, but the downside target right now on a bullish consolidation is 104.431 that we've been talking about here. And as we correlate that to the Bitcoin price, you can see the Bitcoin price is phenomenally bouncing right now off this 19,696 old all-time high. It's been flirting with it for a few days, trying to consolidate. And what you're looking for here to get bullish is to get above this 100-day moving average that it's up against right now, and then fight and muscle and scratch your way up above that 200, up about $2,169, and then move to the upside, and you would have something that's kind of similar to that. And then maybe you can make a run up there to 23,140, because the 19,938 is major underneath support. And then if you break down from there, you're likely to come down to 17,969. It's perfectly lined up. And then your major underneath support after that would be the bottom part of this orange support zone sitting here at 16,597, because as you do know, old Vincenzo has a price target down here of $13,336, and that price was made, that forecast, when the Bitcoin price was on its mountain double top at 63,336 and rising, right? If we look at Luna Classic, you can see it's having a nice consolidation down like we thought, what we talked about after it meted our expectations of that target on the upside that we were looking at the other day after it started to break out. And now it's coming back down to your first underneath support, the 50-day moving average in the 2-hour time frame, right there at the 50-day in red, and this blue ring that's going from top left and subtly but steadily going to the bottom right. And your first area of support is right there at about the 0.00021477, and if you can hold that, you can make another bounce back up like that, and then either A, it's a nice double top and then you come down, or B, you breach the old high. If you fail to hold support here, you're coming back down to the next underneath blue ring that we have marked, the 100-day moving average, sitting there at 0.017541. And that's what your current first two major support levels are. And then the ultimate support level is that major overhead resistance to back test it at this yellow line and the 200-day moving average. To stay bullish, you got to stay above those three areas. Either one of these areas, if you hold that support, you remain bullish. If you slip them all and start doing this, you get bearish, and then you eventually come all the way back down. And that's what we're going to be watching out, because I do believe that that coin will come all the way down. XMR, Monero, you can see this is one of my top 5 crypto coins, and you can see it did make a nice double bottom right here. And you see this beautiful double bottom of Monero, bottom. If this is to break to the upside, the way you would do this targeted move is from the bottom of the double top to the top, or double bottom to the top, to the point of a breakout, and that would get you all the way back up here to about the 167.46 level, right? But if you get rejected by this major red support zone in the volume indicator, you're likely to come down to the 129.48 with a 144.50 major underneath support to try to hold a bullish rally. If you fail that, your underneath support after that is the 129 level, right? What else do we got here? LCX, we got to keep this in our daily rotation. We took an initial look at this at the bowling alley yesterday, and you can see the VP volume indicator. There's not a whole lot happening down there, and you need to hold this level at the 0.05488, because if you fail to hold the 0.05488, there's not a lot of trading, and you're likely to come down to an all-time low, right? But currently right now, if we zoom in, you can see this doesn't have a lot of volume. These candlesticks almost look like a 1930 stock chart, but we have a local regional wick double bottom at the 0.05488 level. And as long as you can hold this orange line, you can try to make a run back up into here, your major upper resistance at the VP volume indicator, major traded area. And as you do know, when you're below this level, you're bearish. You can still get bullish short term, where you could run up like this, you tag that 200-day, and it instantly rejects you to the downside. And that's what we're watching out for this weekend, this holiday weekend. And I hope you all have a phenomenally fun, exciting, interesting holiday weekend here, as it's the end of summer and the beginning of fall time today or yesterday. Your major levels to watch is the 0.54 cent level, because if you break that, you have a big fall coming. But if you can get a bounce, your major upper resistance on a swing trade, I think you would get knocked down by the 200-day up there at about the 0.06088. And then if we finish out with this morning update with XRP, you can see XRP is still bouncing on that blue support zone, which we got to extend out now because the future has become the current, and we need to extend that farther. And you can see still you have the major underneath support at 29.5 cents, major overhead resistance at 37 cents, and then you got your bear flag, another bear flag that you were in a miniature one there. And if you can't get above the 200-day moving average, you're going to break down to the next level down, which is 29 cents. But if you can get some buyers to come in and get some support, you got your major overhead resistance at 37 cents. That's been a thorn in the side of the micro time frame. And XRP, as we all know, you've been rejected, and now you're trying to get some support down here. But we do know we have a end of the year target of 18 to 20 cents, which is about a 50% fall from where we're at now, but it will eventually be achieved. And in the current time frame, in the macro time frame, this is where you're looking at in this current bear market on major upper resistance 37 cents, lower support 29, then 26. And then as we know, as we get deep down into this orange support zone, aka last line of defense to the shithouse, this is where you're going to 1000x your life when you buy down here, and then you have the fortitude to hold. This is the 1000x potential. Yes, I know I've been the crypto bear, but we're giving you the signs and symptoms now of in the next 6 to 12 months as we start to pull out of this bear market. This is the area. If you want 1000x your portfolio, you buy it down there. You don't wait for the price to skyrocket and watch. You don't sit here. The classic mistake in crypto is when the crypto price is up here, everybody wants to buy it, right? All the retail traders see it up here. They want nothing to do with it down there, and then they jump all over it up here, right? They get all into it up there. They don't want it down there, and then they take a beating, right? And then rinse, wash, repeat. These same guys are selling in here, and they don't want to accumulate in here. And then again on the pump, they're buying all up here in this consolidation, and then predictably it flushes again. They lose all the money, and the criminal gangsters walk away with all their fucking money. And then the price will be down here for a few months, and the retail traders don't want nothing to do with it down here again. And then as soon as we get back up into this area, they eat all over it, and then predictably it pumps up and then crashes back down. So what you want to do, if you want 1000x your life, and you want 1000x your standard of living, and you want 1000x that portfolio, you stick with the crypto bear right now, because he's laying it out for you where you don't buy, and then he's telling you where you buy, right? You buy it all down here, and then you hold. Whether it flatlines for 5 years, you hold it down here if you have confidence in the coin that you're looking at, and you hold it and accumulate in the bear market near the seller, and then you ride the pump, right? That's how you get rich. That's how you 1000x your life, and I don't want you to make that same mistake. Like, subscribe, and share the Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Peace and love. Peace and love.